Hey guys, I'm the Gene here. I'm riding with Brad. I've got this camera. I've got a camera on my head facing backwards, and then I've got this one also facing backwards, but on the side of my bike. And then I've got this one down here facing forwards on the chain. I just ordered 2 more cameras in the mail. I had 4 of these cameras, but one of them broke. It fell off, but it wasn't its fault. This chick here, check this chick. She's wearing like a skirt and a business shirt. And then she's riding a motorcycle over there, Hartford. Oh, she's with that guy. So, it's a lot of cameras. Ready? Are you ready?
Yeah.
I just stalled. And that guy's like laughing out loud. So yeah, that's okay. My kickstand was still down. I was too busy fiddling with all the cameras and vlogging to. Yep, that's my excuse. Man, it is Sunday and it's sunny. Last Saturday, Sunday it rained, so no one could ride last weekend. So this weekend we got more than usual. And we've got another bike that came up hard on us, so fuck this talking shit. I'm just gonna ride. I'm not letting some guy in a Ducati pass me. Fuck Italians. Oh, that guy wiped out on that corner. Just now, we passed a guy standing on the left with a bike sitting on the right. He wiped out because I could see his boulder. What the fuck? His mirror. Why was mirror? Molder? What was I trying to mix mirror with? Boulder? Shoulder? Maybe shoulder of the road? His mirror was like folded in the wrong way, I could see, so his bike went down. It's Mother's Day today, so we might get people taking their mothers up into the mountains or something, or heading up into... It's also, you know, the amount of cars I'm looking at right now, that's abnormal for this early in the morning. Like 9 in the morning. I saw a couple of bikers. I saw a guy on a CBR, and he was going up and down this road because he was like where we just started. He was there, and then he took off for a bit, and then he came back to there, and then so he was doing the road like up and down, which is what I want to do. But as we're starting right now, he was like he was leaving. He'd finished going up and down the road, and then he was heading back. That Ducati's passing cars on the right, which is just dumb. It's like leftover scooter thinking, you know? It's like they're used to riding scooters, and on scooters you always pass cars on the right. But these aren't scooters; these are motorcycles. Gotta be careful here. This is a very popular hiking spot right there. So you get a lot of people parking on one side of the road and walking across. So you gotta, when you do roads like this quickly, you have to like learn the whole road. You gotta learn where there's a chance of having people walk. What are you doing, man? And then you got an intersection on the left here. That car could like decide to split off down that. Like that car is doing there. Vespa, another Vespa. Somebody not riding a Vespa and hanging their leg off like a freaking idiot. It's like the passenger's hanging her leg off. It's like, that's not gonna help. And in the event of a crash, you actually don't want to hang your leg off because because then the bike's just going to drop on top of your leg. That's not a good thing. I see people who ride with both their legs hanging free. It's generally old people. They get on a scooter and then they just like hang both their legs loose off the sides, even though a scooter has a perfectly good like large floorboard, which is very comfortable resting feet on. They just let their legs hang off to the sides. I guess in their mind it makes them feel safer, because if the bike starts to tip over, they can put their foot down. But when you're doing 50 kilometers an hour, you can't put your foot down. You can't, if you're crashing doing 50, you can't just put your foot down and the bike will just, oh, there we go. Got my foot down. Now the bike's standing up nicely. That car is going ridiculously slow. I was at a good lean angle around that corner, and then there was a bump, and it was like the whole bike, it felt like the whole, I don't think it did, but it felt like the whole bike, like both tires went in the air while I was at full lean. And then you just don't panic, you just stay on the gas, and then they both drop, and then it just continues on the same lean angle. Scary though. What I'm doing right now is pulling a Brad. Normally when I ride with Brad, like I'll make sure he's in view. Like I don't know where, I've lost him. But normally when I ride with him, I'll keep him in sight, and I'll ride, with him. But the problem is when the situation is reversed, and it very often is, because he's quick. And when we're on like a really twisty road, like mountain roads and stuff, his 250 has the advantage because it's lighter and more agile. So when we're up in the mountains, I can't keep up with him very often. And he'll just take off and leave me. And then there's been times where I've like literally like asked begged him to wait for me. Like, Brad, I'm really tired. We've been riding for 8 hours straight. I'm starting to get a little bit, like dizzy, whatever. Can you can you slow down a bit and keep me in sight? And he's like, yeah, sure, man, sure. And then we start to take off again, and he just leaves me again. And he's just like, yeah, well, I don't like, restrictions. When I ride, I want to be free. I don't want to, in other words, fuck my safety. You want to, okay, thanks, Brad. And that's why I'm never going to use Brad as a co-captain on my tours. Sometimes I get Donnie or Brad to help out with my tours, and I give them a salary and whatnot. And I get Donnie. Donnie's done it in the past. I've had other people do it in the past too. And Brad is he's a good rider. He knows the island. He speaks Chinese. He's a perfect candidate to be a co-captain. And I won't do it. I told him, man, like every time I'm riding with you and I give you like a rule or something, you just don't do it. I give you and he's like, yeah, well, it's different, man, because that's just you and me having fun. I don't need to listen to the rules. But if I, if I was working for you, if I had a job, then I would follow the rules. And I'm like, yeah, but how do I know that? How do I know that? Like every single time I've asked you to do something. See that guy? He's wearing a full suit. There's a bunch of BMWs. 2 of them were parked at that last corner we did, and then that guy just went by. There's about 4 or 5 of them. They're all riding BMWs, and they're all wearing full like suits, and not like business. Well, kind of like business suits, but more like clubbing suits, like fucking high-end fashion. I'm a stud, like model type suits, Okay, let's slow down and wait for Brad. A fun thing to do, I don't have time to do it because I kind of overshot that, is to like, when I'm riding with a group, I'll do this. I'll like find somewhere where there's a parked car, and then I'll back up and I'll hide. Oh, see, I didn't have time. I was backing up to hide so I could like, huh?
What?
I was backing up to hide in front of this van, so when you went by, I could like catch up to you, and you like caught me as I was trying to hide. It's kind of sad.
How much longer were you here before me?
No, a few seconds. I stopped maybe at the front of this grate, and then I was backing up to here.
Yeah.
So, okay, ready?
All right.
That Ducati was trying to keep up with me for a bit. You see that? There was a Ducati. He was trying to keep up with me for a bit.
Yeah, I saw him, and then he just kind of held back after a while.
Kind of gave up. But he gave up is what he did.
Is that what he did?
Yeah, he was trying. He was like on my ass, and then I just like I started getting my knees down, and then he just like gave up. He's doing like what, like 20 kilometers an hour? And it looked like he was braking too, and he was going uphill. Why would you need to brake when you're going uphill at 20 kilometers an hour? Just lay off the fucking gas. You're going uphill in a big fucking trip. It'll slow down. I did a bunch of guys with cameras, and I didn't. Oh, I missed the photo op. Oh. That was a bit steeper lane angle than I expected it to be. I'm wearing different pants today too, like than I normally wear, so it's a little. It makes a difference, small difference, but a difference nonetheless. And then we get another one of these guys doing 20 kilometers an hour. Oh, look at me, 20 kilometers an hour. I'm checking out the scenery. If you want to check out the scenery, I'm driving the city. That's what not what the mountains are for. Come on, get it right. I'm really happy with my tires. I'm using I was using race slicks, and I just swapped them off, and I got like brand new tires on, which I kind of forgot. And this is where, in my other video, I'm like, okay, we're at the end of the. Oh no. I'm wrong. I always see that sign and think this is the end of the road, but it's not. It's a little bit further ahead. There's another town with another big sign, and that's the end of this road. And I got my butt cramping up. Oh, my right butt cheek. I got a cramp. When you hang off the bike and stuff, you have to use. Oh yeah. Tough guy, eh? You a tough guy? You a tough guy? Think you're tough? Think you're tough? You a tough guy? And he passes on the right. I was trying to sell Brad my. Ooh, look at that. I was trying to sell Brad my orange rock helmet because I've got a new red and black one, and he wouldn't. Buy it because it was too expensive, even though I was selling it to him secondhand for like less than half price. So he went out and bought a different one, and he kind of regrets it because the helmet that he's wearing, although it looks nice, he says that it's too heavy, and if he uses it for more than like I don't know, a couple of hours, it starts to hurt his neck or something. The fact that he has a noodle neck probably also has something to play with that. But the rock helmets are like pretty much the lightest helmets out there because they're full carbon fiber, which is like one of the lightest materials. And this is where I pulled in and crashed. Yeah. Let's do it again. I didn't get it. Last time I turned off this camera and this camera and no, these two cameras, I turned them off last time when I crashed. So let's do it again. And then we can mix that footage with the footage from the last time I did it. Do we need to stop or do you want to head back down?
We can stop for a second.
Pussy, you're supposed to say head back down. You failed the test. I don't know where to stop. Maybe.
We can go back. Fuck it. You don't have to stop.
Want to keep riding?
Sure.
It's up to you. We can stop and get a banana. You want a banana? You want a big yellow banana?
Next time we come back.
Or we can get a banana at the bottom when we get down again.
Are we gonna come back up here after this?
Yeah.
Alright,
Do it at least twice.
next time.
Okay. My back slid there, but that was like it was due to it was like there was something on the ground. I think it was a sewer lid. It was like a rectangular black sewer lid, so that's like understandable. I was going over metal at the time. Although when I'm using full race slicks, I've never had it slide. Period, like zero ever. So. And I've probably gone over that that lid before when I had the race slicks on, because I wasn't my steering, my line, my riding line. For those, not everyone knows what line means, but most of you do. Like I wasn't making any adjustments to my abnormal adjustments to my line, so if I hit something now, I've probably hit it before in the past. Brad's a longboarder, so we just passed a guy boarding up the mountain. I'm guessing it was a longboard. It's funny, some of these people that we're passing on the way down, like people that are heading up, I passed them on the way up like a while ago, and then we stopped and we talked for a bit. Now we're heading back down and we're seeing the same people that we saw on the way up. It's kind of crazy. That last corner where there's a few bikes hanging out, it's kind of a neat hangout spot. People hang out there and they take pictures of people doing the corner.
Oh yeah.
And if you hang out there, you watch people get their knees down a lot, and I've seen a couple guys wipe out.
It scared the fuck out of myself.
Yeah, I bet.
My foot hit the ground and then on the curve, and then I thought my peg was gonna hit, and I just like jolted back up. And
You don't do that. It's fine. They say, you know, you can, if your foot touches the ground, it's fine. You just continue along, you know it.
What if your peg touches the ground though?
It'll still be fine. It'll just make sparks. It'll be, you know, like you'd have to like push it hard into the ground before it would do what you're worried about.
I started slowing down just because I was
After that, yeah, no, you got to get used to it. You got to, and that's why people stick their knees out. You know, people make fun of me. A lot of people make fun of me for sticking my knee out on public roads. But if you don't stick your knee out, then you might unexpectedly get your foot and peg down. You know what I mean? And that can startle you. But it just means your lean angle was all the way down. Like it means your bike was further down than mine is, because I'm not getting my feet down. So all you need now is some like sliders on your legs, and you'll be do the same as me.
Yeah.
You want to go hang out at that corner for a bit?
Sure.
It sounds like you need a rest anyways.
Yeah. Okay.
Be careful.
How's that happen?
I've adjusted my clutch a lot recently, so I'm not really sure where it engages, and once it heats up, it like engages in different spots. I got to be careful as the bike's coming, but they're coming slow. Yeah, I've been stalling. It's because I've been adjusting my clutch recently, like where it engages. I've been fiddling with it, and I've adjusted it, so my muscle memory is expecting it to engage at one point, and it's engaging somewhere else. Mind you, if I was on a bike I'd never ridden before, I wouldn't be relying on muscle memory, and I would just be like looking for it each time, and I wouldn't have that problem. These guys in the suits. Oh. And I gotta turn all my cameras off. When they get too hot, they stop working.